Hey everybody, Glenn Tompkins here on our YouTube channel, and today I'm excited to bring this video to you. I love bringing videos to your attention anyway, but this is about lithium. We all know where lithium plays a role, especially in electric vehicles or EVs. But I'm going to talk about some things for you today that you need to definitely pay attention to and could have a great opportunity to grow your portfolio. I'm going to talk about lithium demand. I'm going to talk about some lithium news. I'm going to talk about the environmental impact. There's a lot of people out there that definitely talk about that. I'm going to address that issue today. We're going to talk about lithium performance. We did a video not too long ago about lithium. Patrick did. I'm going to show you what it's done since he did that video. And I'm going to give you 7 lithium stocks that you need to actually consider to buy right now. And folks, I'm going to be arguing in the court of stocks for you. I'm going to present a case. You're going to make your own verdict and make your own decisions. Always remember to do your own due diligence. With that, folks, if you're ready to see what I've got for you today, you sit right there. All right, so the first thing I want to get into from a lithium standpoint is the demand. So the first story looks at Ford. Ford is raising the price of the F-150 Lightning, of which they sold out as soon as they put it out there, by up to $8,500 due to a significant battery cost increases. That's because lithium is in demand, and lithium makes up a lot of part of the battery, or a good portion of the part of the battery. So with that, the demand is there. They are going to have to pass that on to the consumer. And guess what? A lot of consumers are going to be willing to pay that. A lot of them may not. But nonetheless, this shows the demand that is associated with the lithium product. It's big. And right now, you're going to start to see that the stocks are moving. That's why I'm going to give you some stocks to really consider to buy now. Now, let's talk about some news that's going on in the lithium space. Here's one of those companies. Albemarle's lithium sales surge after supply contracts are renegotiated. Folks, again, because of lithium's price, because they've got to turn around and say, well, you're going to have to pay more for this, sales have now gone up tremendously on Albemarle, and that's a stock that we will be looking at. How about Elon Musk? Everybody loves Elon Musk. It's like everybody loves Raymond, but everybody loves Elon Musk. How about we do this? Yeah, I know. Anyway, Elon Musk says lithium demand will continue to boom. And this was just today. Continue to boom. Here's 2 stocks that could benefit. The 2 stocks that are in this story from Tip Ranks are stocks that we're going to cover today. How about this? Albemarle, another one. Albemarle is a stock, again, in all 3 of these stories. Albemarle, the Elon Musk story, and this story all talk about Albemarle. Blows past estimates as lithium prices stay elevated. CEO urges easier permitting process to go back and go after and get into lithium. Now, there are some issues with permitting, and just like it is with oil, to go and get lithium, but I'm thinking that a lot of people can put enough pressure on the people that need to have the pressure put on them to go and effectively go get lithium, because the supply is low, but the demand is really high. And now here's another one. 2 companies and outside of the United States, Lithium Corporation and Morella signed formal agreement for North Big Smoky. Now, this is a very aggressive or speculative stock. For those people who have low money in the market, this is a low dollar stock that you definitely have to keep your eyes on, especially if the lithium space is about to really go up and boom. All right, so this is a company that you got to keep your eyes on, but it is, I'm going to bring to the table, it is a low dollar, probably a penny stock that is very speculative, but can take advantage of the move in this space. And last, not a lot of people talk about this, but what is the environmental impact of EV battery manufacturing and recycling? Every time we've done a video talking about EVs or the batteries, that question comes up. So I wanted to spend just a little time talking about that. Are EV batteries recyclable? EV batteries are highly recyclable. Over 95% of lithium-ion battery components can be extracted via hydrometallurgy. I said that right. Woo! I know I said that right. This involves grinding up battery components and running them through an acidic solution. A series of solvents and rounds of electroplating are able to pull individual elements out of the solution. Smelting recovery is common, but more energy intensive. So we can do it, we can recycle, but this process becomes a little bit more energy intensive and less effective. The pollution caused by this recycling process is what? Negligible. All right. The problem right now is that we don't have enough recycling facilities currently running at the scale needed to meet the deluge of EV batteries coming off their end of life. So this now prompts up another industry for recycling, and there are companies out there currently right now for the recycling of EV or lithium batteries. All right. Next one. What is the environmental impact of lithium mining? Though a vital component of batteries, lithium only makes up 11% of a cell's total mass. Did you know that? And if you did, let me know in the video. If you did not, let me know in the video as well. So you can see how it factors into a battery chemistry over here. Australia, Chile, and China produce the lion's share of the world's lithium supply. Automotive applications eat up about 31% of that supply. So these three countries have the lion's share, and actually the automotive or EV space only eats up about 31% of that supply. But that demand is expected to continue a sharp upwards trajectory. Comes back again to the demand and why these stocks are viable for you to actually purchase in your portfolio and to do it now. I'm going to argue that case a little bit more. There are two ways lithium are extracted: the salt flats and hard rock mining. So there's a lot more that goes into the story that we're not going to have a lot of time to go look at all of these aspects, but I did want to address the issue of how this affects the environment, because I think it's important. All right. Not that we have the demand, but how is it going to affect the earth? All of us, where we live, no place else to go, in the long run. So this is a great story. Again, there's a lot more to the story. What about other materials used in the batteries like nickel, cobalt, and graphite? Are EVs better for the environment once the battery production and recycling are accounted for? Again, I got this story from Lithium news.com. Go check out the site. I think you'll like the story overall, especially if you are concerned about recycling. All right, so now with that, let's talk about performance. I'm going to go into the VectorVest software. Patrick did a video on these stocks back on 6/14 of 2022. 15 stocks were in this watch list. That video was stocks that you needed to keep a watch on. Now I'm changing the story to lithium stocks that you need to purchase now. All right, so here were the 15 stocks. Patrick did a great job of going through, analyzing them only the way that VectorVest can, all right? So I want to take these 15 stocks that Patrick looked back at on 6/14. I'm going to do a quick test from that date up until right now. And look at this, folks. The market, or the S&P 500, was up 12.97% over that time period. And I'm not going to say we doubled it. We almost did, though. We're up 20.88% in that watch list of stocks. How about SLI, 52%, PILBF, 50%, LAC. Look at that, folks. 3 stocks went down, and that's why you have stops in place. You always make sure, no matter what we talk about on this YouTube channel, always do your own homework, do your due diligence, and always have stops in place to protect your investment. But look at this. Out of the 15 stocks, 12 winning stocks, 3 losing stocks, outperforming the market, and that's within 2 months worth of time, folks. You can't beat that with a baseball bat and Pepsi and chips on the side. Amen to that. All right. So now, with that, I'm going to give you 7 stocks that you actually need to pay attention to and actually purchase right now because the space is going up. Oh, you don't think the space is going up? Let me do a watch list average graph of these 15 stocks for you. If you look down, and analyze all of the stocks, relative value. These are speculative stocks still overall, even though the space is moving. Relative value, the stock's upside potential on all 15 stocks below the value of 1. Relative safety at 0.81 below the value of 1. Tells me that this is still a speculative play. But I like that from the perspective of knowing that the demand is there, knowing that companies are beating earnings because of it, knowing that sales are rising, all of these different things. Folks, sometimes speculating in this case may be a good profit potential for you at this particular time. I'm going to right click. I'm going to view the watch list average of these 15 stocks. Now, the story came in on June 14th, thereabouts. Here we go. And it was going down, and we said that these were stocks that you needed to watch. As we go, we found the level of a bottom. We had an actual hammer formation right here. Look at that 3-8 cross and look at it take off, breaking through one level of resistance, with today's activity breaking through a second level of resistance. Nice open candle. Volume is there. RT above 1. Man, I'm excited for you guys. I really am. And that's why these are stocks that you need to consider buying right now. But I'm going to hone in to 7 stocks specifically. All right, so that was the performance since the last video that we did. Hopefully you were paying attention. If you missed it, giving you another opportunity right now to take advantage of this nice rebound in this space. I'm going to go over to my stocks for you, Glenn's picks. All right, and I'm picking out 7 specific stocks that I really want you to keep your eyes on. There's that PILBF, nicely Pilbara Minerals. Albemarle is in the list. Livent is in the list. Lithium Corp. This is my really speculative play. It's at 20 cents. The only stock that's going down today, but notice this. Every stock in the list, even though it's speculative, has either a buy or hold recommendation. Out of the 7 stocks, 5 of them are really growing their earnings nicely in a space that's also speculative, but earnings growth. This looks more like a speculative growth play on these stocks for you right now. All of them, 5 of them, have positive earnings, and then these 2 at the bottom, right here, LTUM and SLI are the more speculative in the plays. But guess what? If the sector or the industry is rising, then the stocks within the sector or industry should move with these stocks. Man, I'm just excited for you. Woo! All right, so with that being said, how many stocks have good upside potential? 3 of them. Livent, Albemarle. Albemarle is on everybody's radar. Thus, this is in my list today. All have relative values above 1. All of the relative safeties are below 1, but I do like the positive earnings for 5 out of the 7 and the beautiful earnings growth rate. Let's go see if they pay any dividends. Only 1 stock pays a dividend, and that's Albemarle with a dividend safety of 68. So not only can you make money on capital appreciation on the stock, you can get passive income with the dividend as well. All right, let's go take a look at these stocks on a graph now. Right click, view the stock graph. I'm going to put these on a 3-month graph right now. Put these on a 3-month graph. Let's take a look. Wow. Woo! Look at that. PILBF. Going to cheer for that. PILBF is going up like an airplane, just taking off. A little bit of a pullback of the day, but look at that big volume. Let's go put on earnings. Not an earnings play, but man, the space is moving. The stock is moving. The 3 and the 8 are solid. A low dollar stock in this space. I like the play. Next one, Lithium. Breaking through a level of resistance. Got a little bit of a hanging man formation. Could be a possible reversal. We got to see what the next candle says. Love the 3 and the 8. Love the volume. RT above 1. Next one. Good. Googly muggly, folks. Albemarle is on everybody's list. Right now is close, very close to the 3-month high. Nice open candles with no wicks at the top. These stocks are not only rising, but trading at the session highs as well. I like the volume. Let's go. Wow. PLL. Look at that. 3-8 cross. Stock is moving up. Volume is okay. RT above 1. Folks, I don't know what you don't like about these. LAC, a little bit of indecision today, but now hitting 3-month highs. And again, if the sector or the industry is on the rise, the stocks within the sector or industry should pull right up along with it. Last couple of stocks. Now, LTUM, again, that's a speculative play. be careful with this, but I still think that if the industry is rising, this is a low dollar stock that's got high potential to make money. I would time the play. I wouldn't buy it today because it's down, but I would definitely time the play. And wow, SLI, look at that. Again, my other speculative play as far as earnings, negative earnings or negative earnings growth, but look at that. Very little wick at the top. Nice volume, RT above 1. Wow. Folks, this is a play, and I don't come on here very often and ever tell you, hey, you got to buy these stocks now. But if this industry is moving, I like the industry moving. I like that the demand is there. The supply is low. This is going to drive these prices higher. EVs are on the up and coming. They use the lithium for the batteries. I like that at least today we talked a little bit about the environmental side of it. Hopefully you guys appreciated that rather than just pushing these. I'm not a fan of just pumping and dumping anything. But when I can argue a case for you to make the right decision or to make the decision that's right for you, I like bringing these ideas to the table. Folks, there was an opportunity back in June when we originally did the video to tell you to watch. Boom. They went up, they outperformed the market. I'm giving you a second opportunity on these stocks right now as they are moving higher and as the demand is there. Folks, don't forget, hit the like button, share this content, and if you're brand new and you felt that this was informative and helpful to you, don't forget to smash that like button and share the content. Folks, until the next time this video is over, I hope you're as pumped as I am to help you make some money. Until the next time, see ya.